All right, good afternoon, AV Life listeners. I'm your host, Tim Van Wert, and I have Nancy here with me.
Yep.
How are we doing today, Nancy?
Peachy keen.
Yeah,
I'm happy. I got my steps in yesterday from walking around, and I'm going to, after this, head on over and visit some more booths and see what's new.
Cool. Yeah, this was my first day actually being on the floor. Yesterday, we kind of started talking about, we were really busy here at the HETMA booth, and I scheduled all my stuff for any of my vendors I needed to see. I did it today.
Yeah.
So even after we're done recording here, it's back out onto the floor, and I'm heading out there to go see some more things.
Yeah.
So, it's been really cool. I think there's some cool little things that are out there. Folks like New Line, and I still have to go see Epson, and some of our great sponsors that are here. For HETMA. But you can hear I can hear the music in the background as I'm, so I know you all can hear it on the live end here. So
they get to hear a little bit of the DJ.
A little bit of DJ. DJ Lyle's downstairs today. DJ Way yesterday did a great job, filling in his stead. We had so many different names for Joe when he was DJing.
Did you?
Yeah, there were a bunch that went through, but and then we had a great happy hour yesterday afternoon.
Yes, that was busy.
There were a lot of people that turned out, and so we're looking to do it again today, 2 p.m. here at the HETMA booth, another happy hour. I really won't actually be here. I'm the folks from Next Level Learning invited myself and Brittany Grant and Josh Kaufman to face off in an amazing race style event against some of the younger generation of AV up and coming professionals that are out there. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I didn't really think about it. If I had known I was gonna have to do this too, I probably would have bookended my day a little bit different. So I've already logged a lot of steps. So but we'll see. If I have to pay for it tomorrow, I pay for it tomorrow. So it'll be worth it.
So what have you seen so far that has impressed you?
So I will say, it's more of a trend. I know folks at different display manufacturers, and that seems to be where a lot of folks are going. I met with Epson because they have some kind of cool all-in-one large format direct view LEDs. And that are mobile, they're on carts and things like that. So that was really cool. But they said they were really busy, and when I swung by New Line, it was the same thing. They were really busy. I'm trying to everybody on that end of in the whole display area down there. They were all busy. It's just like Renee was saying with Sony and also she was supposed to be with us this afternoon, but she yet again won another award today. So congratulations again to Renee Benson for another well-deserved award.
That's exciting.
So
two awards.
Two
at
awards.
Infocomm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What has your experience now since you've had another day here?
I've walked around. I went back to the audio section, more or less just to catch up and see folks. And I had heard about a couple speaker manufacturers, and I was sure that the one, and they're from Canada. I've never heard of them, but I want to do what you said, is get out to specific vendors and things. So I got to look up my little cheat sheet as to the booth numbers where they are, but I'll probably head back down that way again, like you said, which is to the displays and
so and then my afternoon is kind of more the other side of the although I did make the mistake. I had a meetup scheduled on the other end, the far end over here where live events. That was my first one today, so I kind of had to hoof it from down there all the way to the other. Not quite as bad as if you did that in Vegas. If you did that in Vegas, you're shot. So luckily I was able to kind of work it out nicely. So
but that's it. It is walkable.
Yeah, it is. Everything's walkable. We're all here. That's the beauty of Orlando, is that we're all in this very long, but we're all in one convention area.
And I kind of can relate now after all the years of where people would try to come and see me when I was doing booth duty, but I was either never there or I was always busy.
Right.
I now can relate because all the booths that I've gone to see people, and it's they're not there, or they're heavy in conversation.
Right,
so.
exactly. That's kind of. I stopped by Aurora, and same thing.
Oh, yeah,
I was,
Patty, yeah.
I wanted to see Patty, and I saw Chuck Espinosa over there, and it was
Yeah.
like they were all like Patty was kind of wrapping up, so I got timing wise worked out. But but Chuck like came over for like 30 seconds, and he was like, "Hey, good to see you," da, 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 and then went right back to it. And it's like, so yeah, it's the reality of that. You kind of forget that too, like at least. Because we're still getting used to being like here, being in a booth. So I get it. So I see it from both. So it's like, oh, I'll just swing by, and it's like it's not that easy anymore.
Yeah. So. You know what I'm interested in is what the final numbers of Infocomm will be, because there's so many Canadians that decided that they were not going to travel just because of the political and unrest and things that are happening in today's world.
Yeah, and from the higher ed perspective, is a lot of the budgets were cut that would have funded. So there were some folks that said yes originally, maybe like I don't know, 6 months ago, and then within the last 6 months have now like pulled back and said, yeah, no, we can't. We don't have the money to do it. So it's hitting both.
Are the tariffs playing any type of role right now, or do you think that the manufacturers are still making it a wait and see?
I think some of them are making a wait and see. I think some of them they've started to hold product until they know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Some of them have already put in like small tariff, let's call it like a surcharge. Yeah. Where and then some of them are actually upping their prices, like starting July 1, because that seems to be a lot of people's financial dates. So it's and then some have been very gracious about eating most of the cost. Maybe there'll be like a 2 or 3% increase just to kind of offset it a little bit. But it's kind of like a mixed bag out there right now.
Yeah.
So so it's a lot of wait and see. I think mostly overall it's a wait and see. So,
yeah, I know it's all up in the arms as to what's going to go on.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is that it may be in effect one time, and then a month later it may not be in effect. So it's hard to plan around that. So it's almost better just to wait the storm.
Yeah, and it's hard for a manufacturer, because if you've got to update your list depending on how many products you have, and then you've got to get that out to the channel and also.
Yeah. Well, and the other part is that different countries manufacture different products depending on your organization. Like, because some stuff is made here in the U.S., some's made in the Philippines, Taiwan, China. So depending on where it's coming from, that's the other part. So it's going to make next year very interesting, I think, and potentially the next 3 years. So we'll have to see where that goes. So it's I think I think every university also is going through kind of like that reevaluation of things as well. Like I'm saying that in a very broad spectrum. I'm not saying specifically in higher ed, like technology. I'm just saying like they all are kind of really looking at their funding and everything like that. So it's going to make things like interesting is the best word I could use. And I know I've said it multiple times in the last like 5 minutes, but that's all it's going to be. It's like it's a true. We have to see what's going to happen. So.
And then how was last night? Did you go to any parties, any events?
So I got an invite to the Panasonic party, and I got an invite to the Midwich party, and at Howl at the Moon. Now, I went 2 years ago when they were there, and that was a great time. This one was a great time. Midwich has some great partners that they have. The great product lines that they help support, and just that party is just a lot of fun, because they've got dueling pianos, and it's even with the amount of rain that we got, like while we were there.
Oh my gosh, that was brutal.
A bunch of people retreated in from the patio area. It was crowded, but it didn't feel cramped.
Yeah.
So now
you had to watch it, because the way the wind was coming in, even if you were under the canopy, you were still getting drenched. I mean, I went and it was fun, and for me it was like a reunion of everybody and anybody in the industry that I've known and do know that I haven't seen in a long time. Right. So that was fun. That truly is. I think that event of all of them is a true like who's who kind of event. Yeah. Like you said, like
anybody could really show up to that. And I think that's just proof to the team of Midwich, like how far their network reaches, like, you know, to not just manufacturers, but to the people itself.
Yeah.
It's like, and also I think they're making a name for themselves for a regularly good event, you know, whether it's a party or anything like that. Like they know how to bring the people together.
And
so
the food spread. Oh my gosh, did you have those strawberries? How huge they were?
I didn't even get a chance to get to the food. So, I mean, luckily, Panasonic they were at, what was it called? The Hudson Street or something like that. It's like it's the first restaurant on the point. Hold on, I looked it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, talking about Midwich is
the Hampton Social, that's what it
the
was.
Hampton Social. Midwich is doing a happy hour today in conjunction with Barco.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's on Barco's booth.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's going to be multiple happy hour options here at Infocomm right now. So yeah, I'm looking forward like this afternoon to kind of like finishing up, you know, some of the things I need to take a look at. I kind of pushed off some things to tomorrow, but I really want to be here to help kind of push the last of our stuff that's here and, you know, wrap up for the day, or for the week, I should say, before I hop on a flight and head back to Jersey tomorrow night. So it's amazing how fast this week has gone already. I can't believe it's Thursday.
I can't either. I was just standing there thinking, wow, so tomorrow's Friday?
Yep.
So, and I think that I'll probably be here the majority of the day just so I can catch up and see some things that I've missed.
Right.
Like they've got the audio demo rooms and things.
Right.
So, yeah.
So yeah, that would be a good hit. Yeah, I think maybe I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I may have to go see like QSIS. It's probably the only one I may have to really go see because I kind of had to reschedule some things and they were one of the ones that got bumped. So I had to just kind of make an impromptu. Well, here's the thing though. Like they've got a for QSIS specifically, they have a line for appointments, and then there's a standby line.
Are you serious?
There's a standby line. Like, yeah.
Wow.
I know. That's something I have not seen. I think Sony had one of those 4 years ago. I think was the last time I seen a line like that. Like,
I was going to say probably somebody like Samsung.
Or
because,
maybe
but
maybe it was
here,
Samsung.
so.
Yeah, well, it was one of the two of them. It was either Sony or Samsung. It was one of the, or maybe both of them. They had you had to wait online outside the area.
Wow.
So that's I mean, it's nice that way because at least you're organized.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just hanging around the perimeter of the booth waiting to talk to somebody. So the little organization goes a long way in that case.
How about this? How brilliant would it be if, you know how when you go to a restaurant and you get the vibrating
the little buzzer,
the buzzer with the color and stuff. How neat would it be that if you were just to hang out around a booth, but you were given that, and then when it's your time,
that would be even better. Yeah, I think there you go, manufacturers. You got it from Nancy right there. Yes, so. Somebody's got to rent those things out, because you don't need to buy. I can't even imagine that buying one would be terribly expensive because it's just a short range.
Just a piece of plastic, you know.
Mm-hmm. Short range transmitter receiver set, that would be cool. There you go.
Maybe we should get some more ideas, and we can do like a side kick.
Yeah, consulting for booths for booth efficiency. There you go.
I like it.
Yeah. So all right. So what's your goal then, Nancy, for the next? So what are you looking to accomplish?
I have meetings set up because I am looking for employment, and so I've got some contacts, and that's what I was doing yesterday, and I'm doing it even up to tomorrow.
Okay.
Just to see what also the latest and greatest is, I guess, from all the other Infocomms that I have attended.
Okay.
As to has the technology progressed, or are we still sort of in the same place?
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds like a good way to look at things. So, and then like I said, my goal is to just kind of wrap up for everything else that I've been here. I think I got to see everybody that I needed to see. So now it's just kind of like who else can I kind of pop in on, So. And
the more important question is, what cool swag have you picked up so far?
Well, I mean, you know what? It's interesting. Portable battery packs seem to be the thing this year.
Yeah.
And I got a whiskey ice ball thing from New Line. So
Yeah.
that was cool. So I'm looking for. I'm not a big whiskey drinker, but
Yeah.
the fact that like I can make an ice ball is what I'm more excited about. So that's. I know it's the weirdest things for me, like, because they were like, well, we got this and we got the bottle opener, and I'm like, well, I definitely want the bottle opener, but I'll take that too.
Yeah.
That's it's just one of those things you don't typically like.
You know what?
Yeah.
What I just thought of? Because I don't have a manufacturer thing, I
Yeah.
could go out and get swag.
Yeah, you can.
I've
Yeah.
been walking by it because I thought, well, no,
Right. Well, that's the funny thing too, is that like, I like to bring back something for my son, and like
Yeah.
I have to get he's 10, and he would love like a little stuffy, but at the same time I don't want to get him yet another stuffy.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm looking for something like kind of small that like he would appreciate. So we'll see, like a pair, maybe sunglasses or something like that.
Oh, I did see on a booth. When I'm walking around, I'll let you know
Well,
of
I
what
got
cool swag.
Epson at their higher ed event on Tuesday night. They had sunglasses, so I
Okay.
did grab a pair. So I'll have to. We'll see what other fun stuff I find. But yeah, that might end up being what it is a pair
Find
of sunglasses.
out
Yeah.
what Renee has over at Sony.
Oh, that's what I should do. Yeah, it's like Renee, like hooked me up. So.
Yeah.
Sony's been great to us over the years. They gave us those water bottles. She must have heard us. She just messaged into our Slack channel. So okay, yeah, we'll just let her know that's okay. So, yeah, Sony's been very good to us over the. They gave us those water bottles last year, and other tchotchkes and stuff like that. So it's been a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to another good day here at Infocomm, and now I can take like the next 20 minutes or so to rest and then head over to my next meeting.
Yeah.
So
And then we'll see you at 2:00 for happy hour.
at 2:00, and then before I run over and do the amazing race, I'll need to bulk myself, get myself worked up for that. So so thanks to everyone for listening. Nancy, thank you for stopping by, and good luck with the rest of your searching. We'll be
thanks.
back. We'll be back here again tomorrow, and as always, until our next adventure.